Project Search.
Hey y'all, it's Danny again. Today's presentation will be more of what would you do if. You're going to see some scenarios during this presentation, and for each of them you'll be asked a question about the scenario. The question basically being, what would you do if it happened to you? So write down your answers or remember them. Either way, just be ready to share your ideas for each scenario when we get together to discuss the material. Project Search UTMC Remote Learning, Preparing to Return Part 6. What would you do if continued? When you return to UTMC for on-site training, there will be several things that you will need to remember so that you can stay safe and help prevent the spread of COVID-19 and other communicable diseases. Using the information we've recently covered during online learning, listen to the following scenarios and ask yourself, what would I do if this happened to me? Be ready to share your thoughts with the group. When Project Search intern Patty woke up on a Tuesday morning, she had a headache and her throat was sore. She knew she had to take some important steps at that point, but she was having trouble remembering what those steps were. What would you do if you were Patty? So think about that question. If you were in Patty's position, what would you do? Be ready to share your ideas with the group. Next scenario. Intern Terry was halfway through her day at Project Search. She had started coughing during lunch. When she returned to her department to complete her tasks, she realized she had begun coughing frequently. She wanted to finish her tasks, but she also thought she should report her symptoms to the instructor. Should Terry complete her tasks or report to the instructor? Think about the question, what should Terry do first? Be ready to share your thoughts with the group. Next scenario. Jim, a Project Search intern, was attending the classroom session one afternoon. The topic was job search methods. He was very excited about the topic, and he had several questions he wanted to ask the instructor about it. As the instructor presented a slideshow about the tools used in job searches, Jim wanted to raise his hand and start asking questions. How will Jim know when it is the appropriate time to ask questions? Think about the scenario. What would you do? And be ready to share your ideas with the group. Next scenario. Intern Julia was busy performing cleaning tasks in her department when a code blue was announced on the intercom. The area where the code was called was just one floor below her. Julia was very curious about the situation. She wanted to know what was happening. If you were Julia, what would you do in this situation? Think about being in Julia's place and what you might do. Be ready to share your thoughts with the group. Looking forward to hearing all of your thoughts about the scenarios in the presentation, all of which can happen when we go back to UTMC in the very near future. Until then, just remember the stars are in the sky and the answers should be in your head.